Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well today. Today I have a bit more of a different video than my usual type. I wanted to start including these videos for you girls and guys. I just think it's really important. Although buying nice clothes is nice and dressing up and doing whatever you want to do is all well and good, very important to work on the inside of you psychologically, how you feel about yourself. So bear with me guys, I'm not like an expert or anything like that. I'm just talking from my heart and telling you guys things that I do to sort of help myself and how I've grown. This video is all about how to be a curvy plus size woman and be confident with it, own your curves and give off energy that you love yourself. I've got my coffee here, so you guys can go and get a beverage of your choice and join me in this little chit chat video. So this video ain't going to be too long. I'm just going to hit on a few points. I think I've got about six or seven points to hit on. I do have my phone here, which I did put some notes on, but it's just literally to guide me in talking with you guys. But all of the information I'm giving you guys is things that I've used to grow my confidence and be where I am today. So the first tip I have for you guys, and it's gonna sound so cliche and so yeah, obviously, but how do I do that, is to learn to love yourself. Guys, it is very important to learn to love yourself, because if you do not love yourself, then you can't expect anybody else to love you. Loving yourself means that you love everything about yourself. Would that be your personality, the way you look, all of these characteristics that you carry as a human being on this earth, you need to learn to love them. So that is the first point. It is not easy to say, yeah, I'm just gonna wake up and love everything about me. Even if there's something that you don't love and you think, you know what, I don't love this about me and I would like to change it. You can change it, but you need to learn to love yourself the way you are now in order to continue to love yourself. So the next point I have is to grow a layer of thick skin. This is one that is very familiar to me, and I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn how to do it by force, because this is another subject for another day, but just scraping the top surface, guys. I was bullied growing up in school, and I had to learn to grow a thick layer of skin. So those people, those bullies would always break me down. So I had to learn to grow a layer of thick skin, and going back to the first point I said, love myself the way I am. Growing a layer of thick skin is very important, guys. If you don't know what I mean by that, put in laying terms, you need to man up. You need to know that, you know what they say, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words may hurt, and even if you want to go home and have a little cry, when you're there, when you're in that situation, you need to have that thick layer of skin in order to stand up to people, in order to show people that you are confident. Guys, sorry if I'm like really indulging into my coffee. Absolutely love coffee with cream. A bit naughty, but hey ho. So the third point I have is to break the rules. If someone says, like, I used to think like, oh, because I've got a bit of a fupa, my legs are a bit chubby or whatever, I had to wear, you know, swimming costumes that would, you know, hold my tummy in and hide like back fat and stuff like that I have. But now I'm like, no, why should I have to wear a swimming costume just because other people are uncomfortable with the fact that I have a fupa or I have back fat? You know, break the rules. You know, they say big girls can't wear, what is it, horizontal lines or something like that, pattern stuff. Who cares? If you want to wear horizontal or vertical lines, you wear them, girl or guy, you wear them. That's what I believe. Break the rules that people have, society has given us as plus size, as big women. Break those rules and do whatever you freaking want to do. Okay. Fourth tip I have is take care of yourself. So what I mean by that is, like, a lot of people have this misconception of bigger women or men do not look after, we don't look after ourselves, like we eat really unhealthily, you know, maybe we're really lazy, we don't do much. It is not true. It is far from the truth. I'm not going to get into the whole science of, you know, how people put on weight or why some people are bigger than others that eat less or more or whatever. I'm sure you guys are knowledgeable of those facts. But what I will say is, just take care of yourself. Eat well. Eat foods that give you good energy, fill you up. Even if you don't want to diet, just eat good, eat clean, because that does help, and that helps in also emotional growth, because eating foods that make you feel sluggish, make you feel sickly, and when you're too full up and overeating, those are the things that play a psychological, they psychologically impact you. You may not realize it, but eating clean helps you feel better about yourself, even if you're not necessarily losing weight. Also about self-care, you know, having nice hot relaxing baths, putting bath bombs in your bath, or, you know, essential oils, go for massages, facials, make sure you do your skincare. All of these things are self-care, and if you are feeling good about yourself, you're going to give off positive energy, so you're going to bring positivity into your life. Feeling bad about yourself, not looking after your skin, hair, nails or whatever, you are going to feel bad about yourself, so you're going to give off negative energy, and in return you are going to attract negative energy. Like, people used to say to me sometimes, oh Precious, why do you always put makeup on, you know, to go to work? And I think, if we think about it, we are working more than what we are at home. If your job is to be at home, fine, but we are working regardless if it's at home or in the general public. We are working more than we are at home or socializing, should I say, or spending time with family. So putting on makeup makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm dolled up. It gives, I wouldn't say confidence, but it just helps in a sense of making me feel good. And you want to do things that make you feel good. So when I've got my makeup on, I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to conquer the world. I know it might seem like a small thing, but I feel like everybody has something that makes them feel good. That could be a haircut if you're a man. Having a haircut might make you feel like, wow, you know, I'm looking good today. I'm ready to conquer the world. It's given me an uplift. It's, you know, lifted my energy in a positive way. So putting on makeup, that's what makes me feel good. Not that I don't feel good when I don't wear makeup, but having a nice full beats makes me feel positive. That's what I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to get across to you guys. So don't feel ashamed if you want to wear makeup every single day. If that's what makes you feel good, wear makeup every single day of your life. Some people might feel like they could argue that point, that it's covering up something, but for me, as long as you know that you love yourself even when you don't have makeup on, that is the most important thing. Moving on, next tip I would talk about is forget what other people think. So it's almost like the point what I put about, you know, breaking rules. So forget what other people think. Who cares? As long as you're not harming anybody else or yourself, who cares about what other people think? Do you do what makes you happy. That is what is going to give off energy, guys. I'm a big believer in energy. I am very sensitive towards other people's energy, and I'm sure I must have a strong energy that I give off, if it's negative or positive. So guys, as I said before, do not care what other people think. If you want to wear a short skirt, wear a short skirt. If you want to wear something that shows your cellulite, wear something that shows your cellulite. Like I said before, forget about what other people think. The next tip I've got is to accept yourself the way you are. So my mum used to say this to me, and she used to say, accept the things that you can't change and change the things you can change. If there's something about you that you know is like genetically there and you've been born with it, I mean, you know, accept that. I was born with albinism, and that's something that is never going to change, but I accept that, so I have to accept that. Makes sense? Accepting, yes? What I can change is my perception of what I look at myself, my perception of my own self. So am I going to accept the fact that I have albinism? Yes. Do I have to accept the fact that I look at myself as to be ugly or someone that is unattractive? No. So I love myself, and I've learned to love myself, and I don't accept that I have a bad perception of myself, because I can change that. So, you know, if you've gained some weight you don't like, maybe you have to accept the fact that you've gained the weight, but you don't have to accept the fact that that weight has to stay there, because it doesn't. You can do something towards it to lose the weight. So just accept what you can't change. I think that's a really big point. Take a break from social media. So I feel like sometimes social media can be very, very toxic, and that is why sometimes you guys see me disappear and then I float back again, because I feel like it can be very toxic in the sense that you compare yourself. Social media can make those insecurities even more heightened. So I think it's important to take a break from social media, even if you don't go like altogether. Take a break in the sense that, you know, if you go on Instagram 5 times a day, limit it to 2, once in the morning, once in the evening, you know, check up on what's happening with your friends and maybe even family. But don't constantly indulge in social media. If there are certain people, I know this might seem, what's the word, envious or whatever, but if there's certain people that you are following that have this physique that you know that is not, for you, it's not obtainable, maybe because of genetics or because you've never been like that, and maybe you don't desire to be that way, but you know, it makes you feel bad that you're not that way. Unfollow them and follow someone that you know is like you. So I follow a lot of plus size women on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me already, Crown Precious. I follow a lot of plus size women, and they make me feel good about myself, because they make me feel like, okay, it's okay to have this, it's okay to have that, and guess what, they love themselves. Guys, I spent a long time yo-yo dieting and thinking that it was unacceptable to have a big bottom, it was unacceptable to have really big thighs, it was unacceptable to have back fat. It's not healthy, it's not attractive. But guess what, guys, I haven't dieted for a very long time. I do really want to eat much more cleaner than I eat at the moment. I think everybody else probably in the same boat with the whole quarantine thing. But in terms of dieting, I'm not bothered about it. I'm really not bothered about it, because guess what, guys, I have learned to love myself. And like I said before, guys, that is important. That is very important. So back to the main point. Take a break from social media. Unfollow people that are making you feel bad about yourself. Follow people that are like you. Follow people that make you feel good and uplift your spirit. Sum everything up. If you can't, guys, because it doesn't happen overnight, it's taken me a long time, guys, and I can say I'm not even 100% there. If you can't do any of the points that I've touched on in this video, guys, try and fake it. I know this might sound strange or weird, or it's kind of like deceiving yourself. Your mind is the most powerful thing, and if you can believe, if you pretend, guys, if you pretend and fake it, that you have this confidence, that you love yourself, I can guarantee you, you will eventually start believing it, and all of these things will start becoming natural. Proof of it, that is mostly the tactics I've used throughout these years. And you know, sometimes I don't want to go into loads of things now, guys. I can, you know, do a part 2 of this video if you would like me to do it. Comment down below. But there's been times that I know I don't feel a certain way, but I forced myself to make sure I give off that impression that I do, and it has worked, guys. Because now I look in the mirror, I get out of the shower and I'm like, I'm looking in the mirror thinking, dang, who's that girl? Who's that hot girl? You know, I love myself, and you guys do that as well. That's another tip. Go in the mirror. When you get out of the shower, go to the mirror, look at yourself naked, and look at yourself and just admire everything you have. Write down a couple of things that you love about yourself, and then you work on the things that maybe you don't like so much. But that's just the last point I wanted to just give you guys, is to fake it till you make it. So guys, that comes to the end of this video. I will be definitely including one of these videos every single week here on my channel, to do with self-confidence, to do with maybe sometimes spirituality. I might be coming in here talking about, but I am a talker. I do love to talk, and I do believe that it's very important to heal your inner self and do work on your inner self, as well as, you know, wearing nice makeup and nice clothes. I think it's very important to work on your inner beauty. So let me know what you thought of the video. If you did like it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll always be notified every time I upload videos, and I will see you soon, guys.